like she's being treated like unfairly, like in her games and stuff like that?
I think it's definitely like star players aren't ever treated.
Candace Parker, a name synonymous with WNBA greatness, a three-time champion, and a legend of the game, recently dropped a statement that cut right to the core of a raging debate. Caught by TMZ, she was hit with the burning question on everyone's mind. Is Caitlin Clark being unfairly treated in the league? What she revealed wasn't just news. It was a raw, unvarnished truth from someone who lived it.
In her second year, she's already broken a record for most 25-point 10 assist games. In her second year, she holds that record. But what's being done to her right now?
Parker's answer was sharp, immediate, and utterly revealing. Star players aren't ever treated fairly, she declared. It wasn't an indictment solely of the league's handling of Clark, but a stark reality check for anyone watching. This wasn't just an opinion, it was a pronouncement from the mountaintop, coming from a woman with unmatched credibility in the sport. Her words added a powerful voice to the controversy swirling around Clark, highlighting not just a problem, but a potential systemic issue deeply rooted in the WNBA's reality for its top athletes.
Well, Candace Parker has been kind of caught in a little bit of controversy. Because TMZ pulled up on her. Candace Parker had TMZ pulling up on her today. And that's when the WNBA made it. When TMZ is just randomly pulling up.
And her blunt assessment landed at an incredibly difficult moment for the league and for Clark herself. Just as Parker's comments began circulating, the basketball world was hit with difficult news. Caitlin Clark, a player renowned for her almost unbelievable durability, was sidelined. A left quadriceps strain, announced by the Indiana Fever, would take her out for a minimum of 2 weeks. Think about that. Since high school in 2017, Clark had played in every single game, 139 in college at Iowa, all 44 regular season games in her rookie WNBA season. Her consistent presence on the court has been nothing short of remarkable. Now, her first significant injury underscores the harsh reality that even the most resilient face unforeseen challenges, adding a heavy layer to the ongoing conversation about player treatment and the raw, physical demands of professional basketball. A minimum of 2 weeks out. This wasn't just an absence, it was a shockwave.
Caitlin Clark to miss at least 2 weeks with a suffered left quad strain. A minimum, folks, keyword here, minimum of 2 weeks. That's when they're saying she's going to be reevaluated to see if she can go. In a minimum of 2 weeks.
Despite the storm surrounding Clark's treatment, Candace Parker showed a different side when asked about Clark tying her early career triple-double record. Her response was pure class and respect. "It's awesome, it's great," Parker told reporters, adding, "I believe she has many more years of greatness ahead." This wasn't the attitude of someone feeling threatened. It was genuine appreciation for talent, highlighting Parker's maturity and deep understanding of the game. She recognizes greatness when she sees it and values the positivity it brings, proving that even amidst debates about physicality and fairness, respect for achievement remains paramount.
I wanted to ask about Caitlin Clark. She just tied with you on your career triple doubles. I mean, how do you feel having her match you so early in her career?
It's awesome. It's great. I think she has so many more years to come of greatness. So it's been.
Yet, the debate about Clark's treatment isn't some manufactured drama. It's rooted in concerns that have been building since her rookie season began. The level of physicality she faces on the court is intense, arguably unlike anything typically seen for a first-year player, regardless of star power. This has led to ongoing debates. Are opponents merely competing fiercely, or is there an element of targeting involved? These incidents force important conversations about player safety and where the boundaries of competitive play truly lie. Remember the Kennedy Carter incident? Carter delivered a shoulder check from behind that sent Clark tumbling. It was later upgraded to a flagrant foul and a $1,000 fine, but Carter's post-game comments showed little remorse. At the end of the day, it's all love outside of basketball. When we're in those four lines, it's smoke. Even legendary coach Gino Auriemma weighed in, stating plainly, "Michael Jordan was never treated like this," strongly implying Clark is being singled out. Auriemma's words carry immense weight, given his decades coaching elite talent, and his assertion that Clark's experience is unusual amplifies the serious concerns about whether her on-court treatment goes beyond typical competition into something more personal or aggressive.
Will this be the wake-up call the WNBA needs? Caitlin Clark is out for at least 2 weeks. Now we are going to see what you guys, not just Indiana Fever, we're going to see what type of numbers this league can turn over without.
Adding another layer to the complexity, commentary from the transcript sources paints a picture of a WNBA seemingly struggling to fully embrace the phenomenon that is Caitlin Clark. There's a perception that the league is putting landmines in front of itself, seemingly refusing to capitalize completely on the immense popularity she brings. This critique highlights moments like players or team members allegedly calling entire fan bases racist, with Brittany Griner reportedly stating, "Oh yeah, I don't want the new racist fans, all these racists that are in the league that like Caitlin Clark." Regardless of the validity of these claims, the very public nature of such comments, as portrayed in the source material, suggests a resistance within certain parts of the league to the new wave of fans Clark has brought, fueling the idea that the league isn't simply embracing the win she represents, even though it could mean more money for everyone involved.
It's unbelievable that the WNBA just refuses to take this W. They refuse to take the win that is Caitlin Clark. They are putting every landmine in front of them. Players and members of teams are calling entire fan bases racist. Brittany Griner, when asked about new fans of the game and more eyeballs on television to the product and everything else, says, "Oh yeah, I don't want the new racist fans. All these racists that are in the league that like Caitlin Clark. I don't like what's going on. I certainly don't like that. I don't want them." I mean, just take the W. It's going to mean more money for everybody. All the good players in the WNBA are going to make more.
Candace Parker's perspective gains even more power when you consider her own past. She speaks from first-hand experience about the intense scrutiny and physicality faced by rising stars. In 2008, during her rookie season, Parker was involved in an infamous major brawl at the Palace of Auburn Hills, a moment that truly served as her welcome to the W and a stark reminder of the physical and mental demands placed on top talent. She understands what it's like to be the face of the league, to have every move analyzed, and to navigate the sometimes brutal reality of superstar status. So, when she says star players aren't ever treated fairly, it's not abstract theory. It's born from lived experience.
But why is this happening? The Caitlin Clark phenomenon is one that I got wrong. I never really thought that Caitlin Clark would make the difference that she has in college basketball or in the WNBA. What other sports analogies are out there that are in any way similar to the impact that one individual has had on a larger sporting?
Not everyone, however, sees Clark's situation through the same lens. Rebecca Lobo, another WNBA legend and current ESPN analyst, has offered a counterpoint. Lobo argues that what Clark faces is largely the reality of competing at the elite level, emphasizing that physicality has always been a staple of the league. Those of us who've been in this game for a long time understand it's not unusual, she explained. Yet, even Lobo acknowledges the unique aspects of Clark's situation. She notes she has never seen a rookie picked up defensively 94 feet from the basket without the ball, or double-teamed 35 feet away from the hoop. This distinction from Lobo highlights that while the WNBA is a physical league, the defensive intensity and schemes directed specifically at Clark might indeed be extraordinary, raising legitimate questions about whether her treatment truly falls within the realm of normal physicality or represents an unprecedented level of defensive targeting.
By nationally, I mean CBS or ABC Games / ESPN. One was 2.4 million, the other was 2.22 million. Caitlin Clark's landing some massive television ratings. And this is what is really impressive. The game peaked at 3.24 million viewers, became the 6th most watched WNBA regular season or playoff game since 2001. Think about that. The 6th highest rated game in 24 years.
But why is this happening? The answer lies in the sheer magnitude of the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. Her entrance into the WNBA has redefined what it means to be a transformative athlete. Her impact transcends traditional narratives. She has arguably become the most influential figure in the league's 28-year history, completely reshaping perceptions around women's basketball. Her ability to draw massive attention, uniting diverse demographics of fans through her skill and charisma, has rocketed the WNBA into a new era of mainstream relevance. On the court, her dominance is rewriting the standards of greatness. Tying Candace Parker's career triple-double record in just her 44th game wasn't just a milestone. It was a clear signal that she operates on a different plane. Some analysts compare her impact to Larry Bird's transformative influence on the NBA in the 1980s, but Clark's influence extends even further, propelling the league to unprecedented economic levels. Projections estimate an $875 million economic impact for 2025. Ticket sales for Fever games now rival NBA prices. And her merchandise, it accounts for a staggering 26% of all WNBA revenue, a figure unmatched in league history. Her rise signifies nothing less than a new chapter for the league, driven by her extraordinary talent and undeniable cultural power.
Sure appeared that Natasha Cloud body fouled Caitlin, rammed her, then hacked her across the wrist, then hit her arm as she attempted to get the shot up. No call. Loose ball, turnover, game over. What? No call? I mean, Caitlin Clark has at least earned that call at home in that moment. Not only was she obviously Rookie of the Year last year, but she made first team All WNBA last year in her rookie year, first team. Top 5.
With Caitlin Clark sidelined due to injury, the WNBA now faces a critical test, what many are calling a litmus test for its future. As one analyst put it on the Pat McAfee show, this will be the litmus test for the WNBA. If the ratings don't stay high because she's not playing, then it's a clear sign she is the needle mover. The impact was felt immediately by the Indiana Fever. Their first game without Clark resulted in a loss to the Washington Mystics. This injury couldn't have come at a worse moment. She was leading the league in assists and averaging impressive points through just 4 games, widely considered on track for an MVP-caliber campaign in her second year.
Caitlin Clark is driving the WNBA insane. It's to the point that she may need to step away from the WNBA, have a billionaire come in that has the money to prove a point, and say, Caitlin, I'll pay you $50 million just to see if the WNBA can make it without you. Let's go create a complete different league and expose the hell out of the WNBA just to embarrass this Angel Reese girl that Jameel Hill just said she could go down as a Michael Jordan of WNBA.
Yeah.
And what
The specific play where the injury occurred against the New York Liberty has also fueled the debate over treatment and officiating. During a highly contested final possession, Natasha Cloud's defensive play resulted in a steal that many believed should have been flagged as a foul. Cloud explained her approach. I knew they were obviously going to Caitlin. I knew she was going to go left, so as soon as she brought the ball up, I just poked it out. While Cloud's strategy was described as smart and veteran-like, the play itself, according to commentators in the transcript, appeared to involve significant physical contact before the steal. A body foul, a ram, a hack across the wrist, hitting her arm as she attempted to shoot. The absence of a foul call on this crucial game-ending play, where the injury seemingly occurred, adds further fuel to the fire about whether Clark receives fair officiating despite her star status and the intense physicality she endures. As one commentator stated, Caitlin Clark has at least earned that call at home in that moment. After all, she wasn't just Rookie of the Year. She made first-team All-WNBA in her rookie year, a top 5 player from day one.
This is what happened with the WNBA. It's been ignored for so long. A subculture developed, a counterculture developed, where all these little things that they do seem normal, but it's really not, and not acceptable. We need more professionalism, a higher standard when it comes to the game, and accountability and consistency. We need that in the WNBA because it makes the WNBA a little bit more marketable. You want likable players. You want players to be excited to go to the games for, not be like, I don't want to see that.
Some critics, particularly within the commentary source, suggest the WNBA has developed a subculture from being ignored for so long, where certain behaviors that might be considered unprofessional or inconsistent seem normal, but ultimately hinder its marketability. They argue for more professionalism, a higher standard, accountability, and consistency, particularly in officiating and player conduct, to make the league more marketable and create more likable players that fans are excited to watch. This perspective links the treatment of star players like Clark to broader issues within the league's operational standards. Ultimately, Candace Parker's comments serve as both reassurance and guidance. While she acknowledges that star players often face unfair treatment, that it's an inherent part of the game at the highest level, she also implies that overcoming such adversity is precisely what builds their legend. Her message resonates. This intense scrutiny and physicality are part of what defines greatness in professional basketball. Clark's injury and the surrounding controversy, while difficult, represent bumps in the road, lessons in resilience that players like Parker learned on their own path to extraordinary careers. As Clark works through her recovery and prepares to return, Parker's words offer context for newer fans and a reminder that navigating challenges is part of the journey. The growth of the WNBA depends on facing these realities head-on and having honest conversations. Despite the bumps, Caitlin Clark is clearly on track for an extraordinary career, and the controversies surrounding her are, in a strange way, a testament to her unprecedented impact and the league's ongoing evolution. Script end.